Hi, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kira, and I have a BA in English and a minor in creative writing, and this is my 5th class with SNHU. I don't always refer to notes, but I probably am today to keep me on track. So for my author platform, I write in the speculative fiction genre. And for this class, I'm probably going to focus on young adult speculative fiction because I do have a self-published young adult novel that I can use to wrap my platform around, at least for now. When it comes to doing my thesis, it'll still be speculative fiction, but I don't know if I'm going to be working on something brand new and if it's going to be young adult or not, but it'll definitely be speculative fiction. I have a rudimentary platform already, very rudimentary. I started a WordPress blog in 2011. Now, Jane Friedman, she talks in one of the articles that we read this week about art and authenticity. In this week's reading on reader engagement and author platform, she mentions you should enjoy the tools or platforms so you stick with them for the long haul. Plus, readers can tell if you're not enjoying yourself. So I like to read blogs, so having a WordPress blog was natural for me. And I like to watch YouTube, so putting these videos that I do for class on our YouTube channel was a natural fit for me. And Jane Friedman says in part 2, the business, to choose whether you're sales focused or relationship focused. I'm relationship focused because my focus is actually on pedagogy. I ultimately want to pursue the online teaching of writing certificate options. So I do recognize though that being a published author is important, because in Jane's video she talked about, like, when it comes to even the non-fiction platforms, something that rang true for me is she said that you don't want to downplay your skills as just a layman. That's not necessarily the best tactic to saying I'm just Joe Blow like you, because a lot of people are coming to these platforms to learn, and so then it's hard to learn from somebody who's never published a book, kind of thing. So I do understand that publishing is important, so I'm glad I'm taking this class, but certainly my focus is more on teaching and less on book sales. I picked Annie Neugebauer. I can't pronounce her last name, and I went to her YouTube channel and I didn't hear her name. She only has like 3 videos on there, and yeah. Anyhow, so Neugebauer, Annie Neugebauer. I'll put the link in the description. I was drawn to her blog immediately because her WordPress site, because she writes articles of interest, and that's why I read blogs. Like, I'm always trying to learn new things. And she talked about movies. I am steeped in pop culture. I watch a lot of TV, I read a lot of books, a little bit of everything, and I watch a ton of movies, like tons. So as soon as she starts talking about movies, I'm sold. So I really liked her WordPress site because it is just, she looks like she's published a lot of short stories and won some awards and stuff, but she's not like a big author yet. So she's actually, I just felt like she's kind of like a kindred spirit. She might be more author focused eventually, unlike me, who's teaching focused eventually, but I really liked her site. And that reaches out to authors like me that are starting out and want to learn. And I'm not really in a position to critique what's working for her on her site just yet, because I don't really have much to compare it to, because like I say, I have a very rudimentary site myself. The only thing is I don't see that she's developed any other parts of her platform yet. Like I say, YouTube only had like one thing where she was at a poetry reading, and whereas my YouTube channel, thanks to SNHU, has like 100 videos. Not that anybody really wants to watch them, but I know that when I first signed up a year ago for SNHU, I went to YouTube and I watched some of the people that are brave enough to put their videos on YouTube, and it made me feel so much better. I was so grateful for those people to put themselves out there. Again, it's about pedagogy, it's about learning for me, and soaking up the learning environment. And the more content on YouTube and WordPress websites like that, the more we can learn. So I'm all about that. So I'm so happy to be in class with you guys.